Genesis 1:5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. There is something powerful about the first mention of morning in the Scriptures. Genesis 1:5 reminds us that God is the author of time. He created evening and morning, setting a rhythm for life. Morning is not just a passing part of the day. It is a divine appointment, a reset, a beginning filled with opportunities and grace. Each morning is a fresh gift from the Creator, and in it, He whispers, "You have another chance. Begin again." When you open your eyes and the light of a new day greets you, you are experiencing the same wonder that Adam witnessed on the first day of creation. That light is God's reminder that darkness does not last forever. Night may come with worries, heaviness, and even tears, but morning is His sign of renewal. The psalmist confirms this in Psalm 35. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That joy is not man-made. It is God's gift to a weary soul. Every morning, God paints the sky with colors of hope. The rising sun speaks of His faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 and 23 tells us, "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Each dawn is loaded with mercy, tailor-made for you. Yesterday's failures are buried in the night, and today's possibilities are birthed with the sunrise. That is why mornings are sacred. They are not just about waking up, but about rising into purpose. Too often, people wake up carrying yesterday's burdens. Anxiety from unfinished tasks, regret from mistakes, or fears about the future rob the morning of its blessing. But God calls you to shift your perspective. The morning is not a continuation of your problems. It is the beginning of your solutions. When God created morning, He created a symbol of hope and renewal. Psalm 143:8 says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you." The morning is the best time to tune your heart to the voice of God, to hear Him whisper, "My love is enough for you today."
Consider how Jesus valued His mornings. Mark chapter 1, verse 35 says, "Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where He prayed." If the Son of God saw the morning as the perfect time to align with His Father, how much more should we? Mornings carry a quiet power that evenings often do not. The world is not yet pressed in with its demands. The heart is fresh and the mind is clearer. To meet God in the morning is to set the tone for the rest of the day. Morning devotion is like laying the foundation of a building. If the foundation is strong, the structure stands firm against storms. In the same way, prayer and meditation in the morning establish your strength for the challenges ahead. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 2 says, "Lord, be gracious to us. We long for you. Be our strength every morning, our salvation in time of distress." Strength is not drawn from sleep or food alone. It comes from the presence of God poured into you when you seek Him early. When you see the morning light, think of it as God's personal reminder. You are alive because He has more for you. You are breathing because your purpose is not yet complete. The morning is God's vote of confidence in you. Yesterday may have been filled with failure, but morning declares, "Try again." Yesterday's storm may have shaken you, but morning whispers, "Peace is possible." Yesterday's hatred may have wounded you, but morning sings, "Love is stronger." Beloved, don't rush through your mornings. Don't treat them as ordinary. When your feet hit the floor, pause and thank God for the miracle of a new beginning. Pray like David in Psalm 90, verse 14. "Satisfy us in the morning with your unfailing love, that we may sing for joy and be glad all our days." A heart filled with gratitude in the morning carries joy through the evening. Every morning you rise is a prophecy fulfilled. God promised in Psalm 46, verse 5, God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. That means the breaking of day is also the breaking of chains. Morning is not just about light. It is about deliverance. It is about God stepping into your darkness with His presence. So, as you begin today, see the morning as more than time. It is a message. It tells you that God is faithful. His mercies are new. His strength is available. His purpose is unfolding, and His love is unshakable. Stand in the light of morning with confidence. Lift your hands in gratitude and declare, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." Psalm 118, verse 24. The morning is your invitation to rise higher, to love deeper, to trust more.
Psalm 5:3. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. There is something deeply intimate about morning prayer. David the psalmist understood this secret when he wrote Psalm 5:3. He knew that mornings carry not just physical light but spiritual light. He knew that prayer spoken in the morning has a power that can shape the course of an entire day. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice is not just a statement of practice, it is a declaration of faith. David believed that when he rose early to meet with God, his prayers would not go unheard and his day would not go unguided. Prayer is not about filling God's ears with words, but about aligning your heart with His will. David says, I lay my requests before you. This is the act of surrender, the posture of someone who knows they cannot carry the burdens of life alone. Morning prayer is a reminder that you are not the master of your day, God is. When you lay your requests before Him, you place the weight of your concerns into the hands of the One who holds the universe. That alone brings peace. Notice also that David says, I wait expectantly. Prayer is not complete without expectation. It is not enough to pour out your heart to God. You must also believe that He will answer. Morning prayer then is an act of faith. You are saying, Lord, I trust you to go ahead of me today. I believe that you are already at work in the things I have placed before you. This is echoed in Mark 11:24, where Jesus says, Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. The morning is the perfect time to practice this rhythm of prayer and expectation. The world is still quiet, your mind is fresh, and your heart is not yet weighed down by the day's demands. In that stillness, your prayer rises like incense before God, as Revelation 5:8 describes. To give God the first voice you hear in the morning and the first words you speak is to crown Him as Lord of your day. Think of Jesus again, who modeled this habit of morning prayer. Mark 1:35 tells us, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where He prayed. If the Son of God felt the need to seek His Father before the day began, how much more do we? The morning is a sacred appointment between you and God. Missing it is like trying to walk through a storm without shelter. Meeting it is like stepping into a day covered by grace.
Morning prayer is not only for asking, it is also for listening.
Psalm 143:8 echoes this. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. When you pray in the morning, you are not just speaking, you are tuning your spirit to hear God's whisper. Sometimes the answers to prayer are not immediate solutions, but gentle instructions that guide your steps. That is why waiting expectantly is so important. Consider how your day changes when you begin with prayer. Instead of rushing out the door in anxiety, you walk out clothed with peace. Instead of reacting to situations with fear, you respond with wisdom.
Instead of being tossed by circumstances, you remain anchored. Morning prayer plants seeds of strength that blossom into patience, courage, and joy throughout the day. Isaiah 26:9 says, "My soul yearns for you in the night. In the morning, my spirit longs for you." That longing is fulfilled when you turn your face to God before turning to the world. It's easy to underestimate the power of these early moments with God. Yet history is filled with men and women of faith who changed the world because they first changed their mornings. They refused to let the day dictate their spirit. Instead, they let their spirit dictate the day. You can do the same. Beloved, God is waiting to hear your voice in the morning. He longs for your prayer, not because He needs information, but because He desires relationship. Your morning words may be simple, but to Him, they are priceless. Each time you say, "Lord, thank you for a new day," or "Lord, guide me today," you are opening a channel for His power to flow. And as you pray, wait expectantly. Expect peace where there was confusion. Expect strength where there was weakness. Expect answers where there were questions. Expect doors to open, hearts to soften, and opportunities to appear. For God delights in answering the prayers of those who trust Him. So tomorrow morning, when the first light breaks through your window, let your first thought not be your to-do list, but your God. Whisper to Him your gratitude, present to Him your requests, and then rise with expectation. Say with David, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice." And know, without a doubt, that your day is already in the hands of the one who never fails.
If you want more content like this, kindly hit the subscribe and like button. And don't forget to share. Stay blessed.